Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do my trash it and cash it for the month of March. I do actually have quite a bit of empty, so now I will not be talking about like my actual purchases in this video. I'm going to link my Ulta haul in the cards, but we will talk about like numbers, I guess, within like how many items have left, how many items have actually been brought in, and then like the monetary value of like how much I spent versus how much I emptied for this past like time frame. So between my last empties, my last trash and cash it, I will also link that in the cards in the description box. I need to not mumble and talk fast. So the monetary value, the number of items, is going to be based off of my last trash it and cash it, which I will link in the description box below. So in theory, it's for this time frame, it's just like the month of March, like what I've brought in and what has left from like a month's time span. Not all of them are going to be that way. Some of them might be 2 months, some of them might be 3 months, some of them might be a month. It's just really when I have enough items to share with you, that's when I'm gonna update this video. Or this like series, I guess. So I don't have any other items that I brought into my collection apart from that haul that I just mentioned. So I'm just going to talk about all of the empties. So I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to use my bullet journal. I do write down all of my empties and I try to do it in order of like what was emptied first. I also do a purchase tracker, which I have written down as well, but we're talking about empties. So I have all of my empties written down and we are going to talk about things. And I'm going to talk about things in order of how they appear in my list. So the first item was actually, I technically finished this in February, but I didn't mention it because it was a spoiler for a project pan. It was a spoiler for my year-long project pan. If you haven't seen that, I will link that video as well. But that is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Oil. And you know, in my project pan, I mentioned I didn't like the applicator of this, and I still stand by that statement. I don't like the applicator of this, but I miss the product itself. So I am looking for a new vitamin C serum or oil or whatever, because I do actually like that in my routine. This one smelled like lemons, which was super, super pleasant, but if you're sensitive to smells and don't like any scents, this I would stay away from. This was sent to me for review from Influencer, and I said the same thing in my review. Like, I like the product itself, don't like the packaging. So that is the first item going away. She's done. The next item actually was from my project pan also. I didn't expect this to be an empty so quickly, but I was shocked at how fast I flew through this. It's crazy how fast you can use your makeup when you really just focus at one item at a time. So I finished this guy. This is in It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye little concealer pot. I cut mine open and I scooped it into a little pot and got every little bit that I could out of this guy. There might be like a little bit in there, but it's dried up. I can't really use it now. I really liked this concealer and I would repurchase it. I definitely like the potted version more than this one, but I believe it discontinued the potted version, which is like a shame because that one was so good. So good. I am reusing the little container right now just because it's like a nice like container. It has a nice feel to it. It has a nice lid to it. So I did finish this off and I'm really excited that I finished this off. And then I bought, if you saw my Ulta haul, I purchased some more concealers, but I am very happy that this one got finished so quickly. This was my oldest concealer. Now I'm working on my other oldest concealer in my project pan. So we're just going to keep trying to pan some oldest concealers kind of thing. I'm really making a concerted effort to pan oldest or like expiring products this year, like to try to get them like used up before like they go off or anything like that. So I have my sights set on another complexion product that I'm going to roll into my project. So stay tuned for my project pan update. It's going to be an exciting one, I think. I wasn't expecting it to be exciting, but it's getting pretty good. Wow, I finished a lot of project pan items this past month. I finished the Lip Bar Skin Glow Serum. This is in the shade Rosé All Day. I know it looks like there's product in there. I have tried scraping and scraping and scraping every possible amount of this that I could out of this package. And what is left in there, I just cannot actually get on my I have like a little spatula. I did not like this. It was just okay. I love liquid highlighters. I love them. I love liquid highlighters. This one, not so much. This was more of the, like, if you wanted a glow, you didn't want it to really be seen. It just kind of looked a little dewy, like a little wet, like you had a little moisture to your skin. Whereas I like the Tin Man glow. So I just wouldn't repurchase this. It was okay. If you want something that's not super Tin Man-y, but you want something like that makes you look radiant and dewy and fresh, like on like no makeup days or just no makeup days, this would be it. Granted, it would be makeup days because you're using makeup, but this isn't for me. And if you saw at my Ulta haul, I picked up some liquid highlights that I'm like loving. Then I finished a big ticket item, which was pretty exciting. We finished one of my favorite shampoos. This is the Pureology Pure Volume Shampoo. I finished this Mighty Heifer. I have another one going in my shower now, and then I have my other favorite, which is the purple shampoo. So I finished this guy. Love it. Have repurchased many of these. This is my second or third liter volume of this, but Pureology is my favorite hair care brand for shampoo and conditioner, so I can see myself repurchasing this. I may want to try Briogeo though. I'm debating if the next shampoo, I have 2 liters to go through of shampoo, so I'm in no rush. But I think after I get those liters done, I think I'm going to branch out to try some Briogeo. I think that's going to be my next thing. Speaking of Briogeo, I finished this hair mask. So I actually ended up bringing this with me when I went to New Mexico. We were there for about a week, so I didn't bring conditioner. I just brought this, which is a conditioning mask, since I only wash my hair once a week. We got one use out of it, and then we were done with it. So that was nice. There was like really not much. This was the birthday gift from Ulta in 2021. So, and I really enjoyed this, so much so that if you saw my Ulta haul, I did pick up a little mini travel set. I didn't bring it traveling with me, but I did want to try a couple things, hence the next thing I might want to purchase a Briogeo, but I really enjoyed this guy. Really enjoyed this one. Then I finished up this guy. This was in another project pan. This was in my deck of panning. This was a Rituel de Fille. I could be totally butchering that because I do not know how to speak French or have any French inflection in my voice, but this was just a little mini sample size of a cream highlight. Haley had sent this to me for Christmas, this past Christmas, so thank you again, Haley. I really enjoyed this, and I 100% will repurchase one of these. I am currently using another one of these, like a full-size version, in the shade Solaris. I liked 𝙂𝙂 more, which I was not expecting, but I am going to continue to use the one that I am currently using for a good while until I eventually will repurchase 𝙂𝙂 or another shade just to see like what's out there. And then I finished another pack of my Mighty patches. These are Hero Cosmetics Mighty patches. They are the pimple patches that I just love. So I just continue to buy them from my flexible spending account and then using them up. I get the 72 pack. It lasts me like 6 months, I think. And then like I have a breakout and then like I put them everywhere. Really enjoyed these. There's nothing left in this box at all. So I am going to repurchase these at some point. I just don't feel the need to do it currently, but I might repurchase them in like the next, like within the next month time frame, but who knows? Who knows? Then I finished this. This was a cleansing balm. I really liked this initially. This is by Kanuka. This was on one of those like 21 days of beauty for like skin. Like they have their 21 days of beauty, then they have a skin one. This was one of the skin ones. And I was like, cool, I needed a cleansing balm. Like, let's pick this up. I really enjoyed this for the first month that I used it. And then I hated it. The consistency was so gross. So there is a little bit left in here, and I'm just going to scoop it out and show you. It's like chunky. It's chunky and didn't really blend at all. It cleansed the makeup off the skin really nicely, but the fact that it was like chunky after like a month And this has like an 18-month, like best before 18 months open. And I definitely have not had this for 18 months. So I had this for, I think less than a year I had this. And it was super gross. It was super unpleasant to use for the last couple months, but I finished her. I will not repurchase that. That was not enjoyable. Enjoyable for a little bit, not enjoyable in the long run. Then an item that I was like powering through because I did not like this. And it's not because like anything, well, no, there is something wrong with the product, but like everything was fine except it stained. In this type of product, it shouldn't stain. This was a lip scrub. So this, Josh had bought me the Sour Patch Morphe collection, which was very sweet. He bought it for my birthday, our anniversary, something. I don't remember, to be quite honest. I have no clue what he bought it for. Let me talk about the good things before then we get into like the very bad things. So I really enjoyed the smell. This was Blue Raspberry Sour Patch, which is one of my favorite Sour Patches. Hence, I'm sure it's one of the most popular ones because they made it into like a scrub. The texture was really nice. It was a really good texture until I got to the bottom where like water would get into it when I like dipped my fingers and then left it in the shower. So the bottom got like a little syrupy, which wasn't the best, but that is totally like my fault. Like I was the reason. I was the problem. Now let's talk about the bad things. And the bad totally outweighs the good with this. So this stained your lips this color blue. Guys, I just want you to know, for my appearance is less than ideal, but this thing just did me dirty. I've wiped this off so much. And my lips are stained blue. My fingers are stained blue. What the hell? What the? It stained your fingers. It stained my washcloths. I've washed those washcloths and they're still stained. I am lucky that they're not staining my fingers and lips permanently. I will say this cleansing balm did help remove some of the staining. However, who authorized a product that had such insane pigment that stained your lips as a lip scrub? That is like the only job is to get color and like crud off your lips. And you put color and crud on my lips. The collection came with 2 of these lip scrubs, and the red one is so much better. It's the red berry one. The red berry one is so much better than this one, so I'm glad that I got my negative impression out of it. And then now I'm working on one that's much more pleasant in my collection. So I'm just like, who okayed this? Who quality checked this? This had to be on someone's radar. It had to be. I don't understand. Then the last item, I'm not counting it in my empties, but I did want to let you guys know I am decluttering something. And it's not because, well, it wasn't my favorite, but it worked. It's this guy. This is the Glytone Acne Spot Treatment. First of all, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. This is a sulfur treatment, so it kind of smelled like egg farts. Like little farty, like eggs. So I can't believe I just said that on camera. But so there's that. It didn't smell pleasant. I would put it on and I'd be like, something stinks. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's me. It's this. I put this on my face. This was just okay. It wasn't like revolutionary. It wasn't game changing. It didn't like make me want to stop buying my Mighty Patches. I've also purchased the Mario Badescu drying lotion, and I think that works better than this guy. This was just okay. The reason I'm decluttering it is because it has a 3/22 expiration date, and it is the very end of March now, and we're just not going to use her. And that's okay. That is okay. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't use it up, but it is what it is. I tried it. I didn't like it. It's not worth me like painstakingly panning it. Especially if I'm not like suffering from like horrible acne right now. I have like a couple spots on my cheek, but that's it. So yeah. Hey guys, editing me here. I realized I forgot to talk about something in this video. So in my purchases, I actually did also purchase the Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane palette. I did purchase this with my own money, that kind of thing. That is this beauty here. So that will be included in my purchase total. And then I did also get a palette in PR. This is the Fantasy Cosmetica Druid palette. So yeah, I also got this one. This won't be counted towards like my money, but I will put the purchase, like the number in my purchases. So we will add these into my numbers that you see. This one will impact my dollars. This one will not. So just wanted to let you guys know. All right, see you the rest of the video. Bye. But that is everything in my empties. I'm pretty happy with the amount that I used up, but I am going to scooch over here, and over here you will see my empties, like how many, and then like the value of my empties. Below that down here, you will see my purchases, the number of items that I purchased, and then the total money I spent. Not the value of the items themselves, but the value that I spent, because I redeemed so many Ulta points and spent so little money, and I'm very proud of myself for just like hunkering down and saving my Ulta points. I definitely have a couple empties that are I'm going to beeline to get done at the first week of April. And so I don't think I'll have like an empties video for April, maybe May, probably June. I'll probably film another one in June. Just there's a lot of items in my collection that are very full and that I'm going to have to like work through. So I'm thinking probably end of May or June is when I'm going to be able to film another empties or trash it and cash it video. But yeah, that is it for my trash it and cash it today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!